Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pop It Like It's Hot.
Yes!
Episode 9. Here we
Yay,
go.
long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we recorded an episode, but
Mm-hmm.
we're back. Thank you guys for your patience. So much has brewed in the world of pop culture since our last episode back in
Yes.
January. Let's talk about Gabbie Hanna. Apparently, she is now a YMCA fitness instructor.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so after a year-long hiatus from Gabbie Hanna, obviously you know from her little episode she had a while ago on TikTok where she was just going on and rants and stuff. Do you remember that? She was
Yeah.
going like on rants and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
some random fan came into her house.
I remember that.
Yeah. So after that whole incident happened, we haven't really heard much until this one video came up from a YMCA. I think it was like in a town in Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where she's from, like her hometown. And she's now promoting her dance classes that she's doing at YMCA, and now she's a dance instructor. Which honestly, like, good for her.
That's also how you know someone is at their lowest.
Yeah.
She's at rock bottom.
Yeah, but I heard someone say that if she wasn't doing the influencer content world anymore, she would be an instructor, like a dance instructor of some kind or in fitness.
Oh, so I guess she's following her dreams.
I
Well, good
guess.
for her.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess
These
she's
people are bullies.
high school
Bullies.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say she's done with like the content world and all that.
I think that's appropriate.
Yeah,
She's older now, so it's like, well,
she reached that.
she's past her peak.
Yeah,
She should move on to another chapter,
exactly.
especially if the one she was in before is not working out for her.
Yeah.
Or is just too tired, you know?
Yeah.
Well, good for her. Best of luck. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Griselda show.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's been out for probably about a month now, but I think it's still worth talking about it. Sofia Vergara plays Griselda Blanco, and I absolutely love the miniseries. I don't know if you watched it.
Uh-huh.
It was so good, but of course, you know, it was so short that I couldn't captivate all the pieces of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of Sofia Vergara went on the Kelly Clarkson show, and there was like this scene in the interview where I think Sofia was flabbergasted that Kelly didn't really understand how much she went through to like prepare for this role in terms of like makeup and acting.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just a funny interview to me. But aside from that, also like the show and Sofia Vergara are both being sued by Griselda Blanco's only living daughter, Michael Corleone.
Daughters? I thought his son.
Sorry. Her son,
Mm-hmm.
for, you know, portraying her mother poorly and making her look ugly. I'm like,
If anything, Sofia did her a favor.
I'm like, Papa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, if you guys haven't watched Griselda, definitely go watch it. It's on Netflix and it's very good. It's one of the best shows I think I've watched this year. And I think Sofia Vergara did an amazing job. I'm glad they chose her. She is Colombian herself. She was in actually Colombia, in Medellin, where this was happening during Griselda's reign. And I think her brother even died to that kind of violence that was in the drug business,
Mm-hmm.
somehow, some way associated to Griselda Blanco. So she had a piece of a connection, or she had a personal connection, I should say, to the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it and let me know what you think. Moving on, I wanted to talk about Ice Spice's new song. Thank you, You're Not Even the Fart.
Gra.
Ice Spice makes yet another iconic single. I just think it was so funny. She's just a funny artist to me. She can make bops and she can make flops, but they all feel like eventually end up being bops the more you listen to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take on that.
I don't even know how she got to like, you're not even the fault.
I know.
Like, how do you get that?
I know. How do you get there? That is the question. In the rap world, I'm like, is this where we are now? You
right.
know? But whatever.
Whatever.
She kind of ate. At first, I didn't like the song, but it grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're in the music world, I also wanted to talk a little bit about James Charles. He actually released last week his new debut single.
And he didn't even like promote or anything. He just randomly just dropped like, hey, I just made a song.
Yeah. And he just dropped it.
Did you listen to it?
I'll be honest, I did listen to it, and his voice is not bad. Like, I think the guy has potential. He can sing, but the song wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I know people are still canceling him for being a predator. So
yeah. Yep.
And hitting on minors. So I don't approve of that.
Uh-huh.
Moving away from music for a little bit, excuse me. I wanted to also talk about the Super Bowl that just passed.
Last weekend, yep.
There was a lot that happened there in terms of, the halftime show with Usher, the ads, the players.
Well, first of all, that Super Bowl already made history because it's the most viewed televised broadcast of all time.
I believe it.
It beat the most viewed before was when man landed on moon in 1969.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl just beat that, which is crazy.
That is crazy. I also feel like everybody and their mother was there this year.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities were there.
Well, of course, Taylor because of Travis Kelce. But
yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Usher's performance too. It was not giving what I wanted it to give.
Mm-hmm.
I think it definitely picked up at the end, but it was very chaotic, in my opinion.
I told you in text messages when we were like discussing how it went. I was like, it looks like it was planned out by a boy.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. It was definitely played out by a boy. And you can tell. There's just too much going on.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah. Like, for example, like, yeah, you want it to be big and boom, but you don't want to be like too much where it's like, okay, what do I focus on? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like with Rihanna, like hers was big, but you can tell, like, it was in order.
Yeah, it had structure, it had organization.
Structure. Yeah, exactly. It had structure and it was creative at the same time and it was big and it was boom. And that's why she was one of the best.
And she was pregnant while doing it.
Yep.
Not to poo-poo on Usher, but I expected more from him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember this, but this was our first topic of discussion ever on our podcast. We opened up with the reveal that Usher would be headlining the Super Bowl for this year.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a full circle moment, if you will. I did like the scene where he was skating.
Oh, yeah. I heard a dancer fell off the stage from that.
Yeah, and she got a black eye. I actually saw the TikTok, and she was talking her truth and was saying, that she actually really didn't know how to skate. She learned very quickly, and she was called in because her replacement was sick. Mm-hmm. Or the person that I think, from what I understand, that was supposed to do it initially called sick, and then they had to go down the line to replace that person, and it ended up being her. And then she fell, and she has like a black eye.
Yeah.
But why would you not pass that opportunity? That'd be awesome to put on your resume.
Right.
So,
but now in your resume, you have to mention that you got a black eye from it.
Yeah.
So
she was saying that her agent told her to like put that she was like good and proficient in all these random skills that she didn't even know or was proficient in, to give her a better chance to get some, gig.
Right.
To help boom her career.
Well, that bites her in the butt.
That did. Also, people were talking about Alicia Keys and her first note, how her voice cracked.
Oh yeah, and then later, if you go to see it in another video, they kind of fixed it.
Yeah, they edited it.
Yeah,
I noticed it's not there.
Yeah, now it sounds good, and it's like, no, we were there, Alicia, we were there.
I was there. I watched it.
I watched.
Oh, people want it all. No, but people need to cut her some slack. Like, imagine if it was you. Put yourself in her shoes. That's hard to do.
It
I
is.
still think she killed it. Her outfit was beautiful.
Oh yeah, she
She's
definitely
so
killed it.
beautiful.
It was just probably that little note just caught her off guard, but
I know.
she brought it back though.
She brought it back.
She
She
brought it back.
reclaimed herself.
Exactly. So no
So-
shit, no like heart.
People, ciao, bye.
Bye.
Anyways, I wanted to talk about one of the. I think he was there, or at least he betted Drake. He betted like $2.3 million or something.
I think it was like 1 mil
or something, and he like gave it to some fan.
I don't know.
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. But speaking of Drake, his Canadian bacon was leaked.
Oh my god, I know.
Whoa.
I know what that was a surprise.
When I opened Twitter, I was unfortunately greeted to his Canadian bacon.
It was yeah.
It was flopping.
I thought it was AI at first. I was like, there's no way Drake like
right, because
someone big as Drake, you have to have people who knows how to like hide that.
That literally happened to Taylor. There was a deep fake. And she sued them. I don't know what the outcome of that was, but it's so crazy how AI can make it so real.
Right. And so that's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, AI did a good job, but people like I was like, wait, no.
But I think at a concert he did confirm that was his Canadian bacon.
Foul.
Anyways, let us know what you guys think about that. But I had to throw that on there since we were talking about him. Going back to the music industry, Kim Petras, love her. She released a new project this week called Slut Pop Miami.
Yeah.
It's a reprise of her initial Slut Pop project that was released in 2022.
Yep.
And let me just say, I love it. I have been playing songs from it nonstop. I mean, we were playing songs from it earlier today.
That was like the shortest album I ever heard.
Yeah, I think that's the point. It's just kind of like a mini project. It's just like a bunch of like fun, stupid songs that you can just dance to at a club.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So Kimmy, you ate. Dua Lipa also released her new single Training Season this week. And the video, let me just tell you, her songs are so good. Sometimes I feel like they do sound the same.
Yeah.
But her videos, I feel like lately they have not been giving. I watched the video for this song and I like the song better than the video. It was just like she was giving nothing. But her face card, let me say, never declines.
Right.
Looks gorgeous.
I feel like they're with this new album coming up, they're trying to like mellow her down. So obviously back then you see her with all the glitter, all the glamorous stuff, you know, she's very poppy. I feel like they're trying to mellow her down now. That's why now you see her more neutrals. I don't know if you noticed that.
Like, I did notice that. And with the red hair too, it made her look more mature too. And like, this is like a whole different era, which I get. Maybe it was intentional. I assume it is. And I know for this era, she wanted to focus on 70s psychedelia. I don't know from what she's put out that it's really giving that though.
It's not.
I'm like, that's not the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, it's giving like beige baby. Like someone who just likes beige.
Like it's giving Ava Max.
Yeah.
Like it's giving Claire's music. Like what?
Yeah, and you were right. Like what you mentioned earlier. I definitely agree that her music, basically all her songs sound the same, but it's still bops.
They're still bops.
You know, but they do sound quite similar. And I don't know, maybe that's like her comfort zone where she feels like she can sing the most confidently.
Maybe.
Or I don't know, or she's like she doesn't want to try anything else.
I feel like that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
It's comfort. Also Selena Gomez is coming out with new music.
Oh yeah.
She announced her new single. It's called Love On. And I remember we were talking about her earlier this year that she was saying this album might be her last as she wants to focus on, you know, other projects. But I don't think that's true.
They always say that.
They always say that, right?
Yeah.
So more to hear from her. I don't think she's the best singer or performer, but I like some of her music.
Yeah.
Especially her older music.
Yeah.
Her last album, Rare, was pretty good, honestly. Honestly, that was one of the albums that got me through COVID along with Folklore. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, now that we're talking about music, Ariana released Yes and remix with Mariah. Let me tell you, I listened to this yesterday, and it sounds like two cats are like trying to one up each other. I am starting to like it more and more as I listen to it. I think it's growing on me, but I would have wished that her and Ariana would have done a completely new song for the album.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this was an appropriate song to have Mariah on because her voice is like, it was like too heavy for it. Ariana's was more like airy. So hers, I feel like, meaning Ariana's like airy tone fits with the Yes and song more than Mariah's did. Like, I love Mariah, but I feel like she ruined it.
Yeah.
And her, with such beautiful talent that she has, I feel like it would have been more appropriate for a different song that fit her vocal range.
Yeah.
And, you know, that it would sound good for her and Ariana to be together in one song.
Yeah. I saw a comment saying that it sounds like two cars honking at each other. I was like, I could see that because it does sound like someone, they're like kind of competing with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I agree. It did sound like a little bit of a wreck.
But I'm starting to like a little bit more of the song as I'm listening to it. Same thing with like Ice Spice's song. But yeah. Okay, let's go into the film industry a little bit. I know we were talking about Griselda earlier, but there was a movie that came out this week. I haven't watched it, and I know you have.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's talking about how bad this movie is. And this is Madam Web. Yep. Let's talk about it.
Yep. So the Rotten Tomatoes, the scores it just keeps going down. When it first came out, the score was at a 23. Now it's at a 13.
Damn, like how does it go?
It's low? Bad. Like when you watch it,
getting lower.
Like I don't want to spoil it, which I wish I could.
Oh, girl, just spoil it. I'm pretty sure all of our listeners are not
if you guys aren't trying to watch it, even though I say don't
or watch it.
Yeah, like spoiler in 3, 2, 1. There was no superhero action at all. Basically, barely any. That whole, like, when you see them dressed up as superheroes is a scam because they're never dressed like that. They were only dressed like that for, like, probably a scene in the beginning, but that was, like, a vision.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, they were never like that. Basically, they were, like, this whole movie, the villain thinks that these 3 teenage girls are going to become superheroes and kill him. But in reality, that never happened. They're just teenagers minding their own business. So he was just randomly just trying to kill 3 teenage girls. Ugh. It was so stupid.
I heard so many people, like on social media, were saying they just like got up and walked out because it was just so. It was such lazy writing.
It was just very. It looked crappy. Like it was written by AI. If I could be honest with you.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, it was very. You could tell it was rushed. It was not looked at because you can see there's many holes in the plot that didn't make sense.
I even heard that Dakota Johnson hinted at the fact that she hated it herself, and there were rumors that she fired her like agency after this all came about. But I'm like, wait, girl, you were a part of this anyway. I don't understand that. It might not even be true, but I also did hear that a lot of the actresses who were casted really didn't see the final cut of the film before it was released.
Which is, I think, is a big mistake.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
Anyways, I really want to watch it now because everybody's just talking about how bad it is.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait until it can come out like on a streaming service to watch it because I'm not about to go on the theater and waste my time.
Yeah. Good thing if you go on during the weekdays, like $5. So.
Yeah. Or we can get the matinee or the child price and sneak our way in.
Yes.
Oh, let us talk about some drama here. This is in the Spanish music world. The drama between Peso, Pluma, and Nicole.
Yes,
cheating scandal. So from what I understand, this was like taking place the weekend of the Super Bowl. Like I said earlier, everybody and their mother was there.
Yep.
Peso Pluma was seen with another woman. And basically, Nicole found out, like we did, like the rest of the world did, that he was out with this other woman and basically cheating on her. What a slap in the face.
But that is a big slap in the face. But then I heard rumors that she cheated first. I don't know nothing of that though.
That changes things if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. Like those are rumors I heard. I don't know if they're true or not.
Yeah, this is all alleged.
All I saw was Peso Pluma holding hands at the hotel with another girl. Which I'm like, he can't be stupid because he's obviously out in the open with security.
Yeah.
So like he knew people were gonna recognize him.
Exactly.
So I don't know if this is like intentional or he just did not give a and decided just to like be like, yeah, like I'm with someone else and
yes.
And he literally had that in his head.
Yes, and
yeah.
He yes-anded the public.
Yeah.
But also, it could be just like for publicity.
Also, yeah, because
there's nothing really going on.
Something I forgot to mention is that Nicole, right? That's her name?
Just Nicole.
Nicki Nicole. Mm-hmm. Nicki posted on her story, basically like one of those sad posts that people do when they're heartbroken, like love betrayed or some dumb stuff like that. She posted some stuff like that after the video was released. So I don't know. There could be hinting like they're trying to collab at a breakup song. Or, I don't know.
All I know is that whenever an artist experiences a breakup, the music they release after that is almost always fire.
Yeah.
Because they just get onto their feels, and you can just feel it through the song. That's exactly what happened with Shakira and Karol G. Yeah. So we'll see how that all unfolds in the coming weeks. Going back to the Super Bowl, I want to talk a little bit about some of my favorite ads. One of them was the Wicked trailer.
Oh, yeah.
First, we got our first look, and I thought it was really good. You know,
you're green.
Those memes that people have taken and run with are so funny. I think my favorite was the one you sent me about her like jumping at Ethan Slater's face.
Yeah.
Or I saw one, it was a meme using that clip from Wicked where Ariana was scared and it was saying POV, you get a text from someone with an Android phone.
Oh yeah. You're green.
You're green. But the trailer was pretty dope, you know, aside from, you know, all that drama that was circulating with Ariana being a homewrecker. Putting that, you know, aside, I think this movie is going to be awesome.
Agree.
I always forget what the witch's name. I know Glinda is the one Ariana is playing, the good witch. But what's the green witch's name? Do you know?
It literally was like, tell me why I want to say Griselda.
Let's ask Google.
I was gonna
Green
say
Witch, Wicked name. Oh, Alphaba.
Okay. Yeah, I would never guess that. Am I
saying that right? Alphaba? No, it's Alphaba. How do you pronounce this? Pronunciation. Bear with me here.
I always wanted to see Wicked on Broadway.
I think it's Alphaba. Whatever. Me too. I feel like it'd be totally amazing.
Yeah.
To see on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
I think the only one we've been to was Aladdin, right?
Yep.
Or at least together.
Yeah.
That was actually my first Broadway show ever. We went last year, right? That was really fun. Do you remember that couple in front of us?
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, you gotta tell the story. I remember it better than I do.
Okay. Long story short, we were basically waiting for the show to start, and there was these two chairs in front of us. Whatever, we're just chilling, and then this couple sits in front of us. You know, we didn't care. We kind of noticed throughout the show that particularly the guy was acting very weird. He was very touchy with the girl, but it looked like they were together. You know, like they were a couple. He kept trying to make out with her during the show, which like we were like, you know, we were both looking at each other like, what? you know? Like literally, he was literally trying to make out with her, and you could tell she kept backing away, like relax, you know. And he was just being very touchy and very like I don't know, very weird. And so, um, intermission then began, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they looked fine. We didn't really like think much. And she looked like she went away to get like snacks and stuff and drinks. She comes back. She hands him like a drink, and he's not taking it. And like basically ignoring her now. And she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And he's basically like, now is being cold to her. And we were like noticing that like he just completely switched moods so quick.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, what the hell? And you can't ignore this because it was literally right in front of her face. We couldn't like not see this. And so she had like a bag of like popcorn, I think, and like kept trying to hand it to him, like
I think it was candy.
Yeah,
it was like Sour
candy.
Patch.
Yeah, it was like
I know because I wanted to take some. Yeah, y'all don't want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. Because he says this because he tries to hand her. She tries to hand him the candy. He grabs the candy and throws it to the ground, and we were like, "What?"
He just like did a full 180, literally quoting Dua Lipa here.
Literally did 180, threw it on the ground. She picks it up, obviously, and then she's trying to like be like, what's wrong and stuff. He just keeps like pushing her. He actually like bunched her really hard at one time, right? We were like,
I was uncomfortable.
Yeah, very much.
I thought he was gonna like hit her.
Yeah.
Like we were getting 2 movies that night.
Literally, we were like, whoa.
One on the stage, one right in front of us.
Yeah, we didn't know what to focus on. But
she got up and left, right? And
eventually she never came back. She just left. Which good for her. I was like, girl, I hope. In my head, I was like, girl, you better not go back home with this guy. And then he stayed there, right? Yeah. And he fell asleep.
Do you remember also, I don't know if you remember this part, we were like looking at him kind of like giggling at the situation because he was just acting so erratic. And then he like turned around.
Yeah.
Maybe he like felt we were like looking at him.
Yeah.
And oh my God, he looked at me. I'll never forget with such like, it was just like a death stare.
Yeah. But it's like you made a show.
I know. And like, you embarrass her in public. Jesus Christ.
Literally. I'm like, dude, you do this right in front of her face and you expect us not to be like shocked?
I know. Like we obviously can see what's going on here.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're doing.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope she blocked him.
I hope she moved on. Blocked. Delete. Anyway, sidetrack, but it was an interesting story to kind of bring up as we were talking about Broadway.
A Broadway experience you'll never forget.
Oh, literally. I'll never forget that. While on the topic of upcoming films, I wanted to talk a little bit about Bridgerton season 3. I don't know if you've watched Bridgerton, Mel, but
not really.
I have watched the past 2 seasons, and then there was like a spinoff last year about the Queen when she was younger, which I thought that was a pretty good spinoff. Spoke a lot to the Queen's story. But season 3, I think it's going to focus on Colin, and then, oh my God, what is her name? She plays Lady Whistledown, who's like the person that is like behind all the gossip. Featherington, what's her name? What's her first name?
I never.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remind myself. Oh man, I'm having a big brain fart. Penelope Featherington. It's gonna be broken into 2 parts. I think the first is coming out on May 16th. I just hate how it's like dragged on. It's just only 8 episodes. Like, child, please.
Yeah.
But anyway, season 3 is gonna focus on Penelope Featherington and then Colin Bridgerton. So that's gonna be awesome. I will say, like, with each character arc and like when a season in Bridgerton like focuses on a specific like character,
Right.
they make them look so good. They make them glow up so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's like male or female, I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't remember you looking like that last season. Maybe because now, I guess it makes sense. Like, the spotlight's now all on them, and it makes sense for them to look the best out of everyone else. So, I'm excited. If you guys watch Bridgerton, let us know. And let us know if you're excited or if you're not for season 3. Something I know we both know here, and we're both excited. Shakira announced a new album. Shak.
Love you, girl. I love Shakira. I'm so happy.
I had a feeling she was gonna hint at like either a new project or at least a new single for an upcoming project, and she did. I'm so excited.
So my sister told me that one of her new songs that she came out with, she actually has a little feature of her 2 sons singing.
Oh,
I'm like, that's so cute.
I didn't know they sang. That's cool. I said I didn't know that they sang.
I guess it's like something small.
Just like something small.
Yeah, just like a little like
kind of like a Northwest cameo.
Yeah. It's your bestie, Miss Westie. Don't try to test me. It's gonna get messy.
What is the album called? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's called Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran.
I feel like this is her like saying like I'm a new person now.
Like,
I don't need you. Exactly. Like good for you, Shakira. That's what it's giving off. Like I don't need no man to make me happy.
Man.
Exactly. And we're here for that.
Did you know this is like her first album that she's dropped in 7 years? That's crazy.
Oof.
But it's gonna be a good one. I've already seen. I don't know if you've seen like the posts. She looks beautiful in some of those covers.
It's amazing. She never flops.
Her face card never declines.
Exactly.
And it's also being released in March, so we're getting also an album from Beyonce too, which I'm not that excited for because I'm not the biggest fan of country music. It seems like hers is country thing.
I'm actually kind of excited. I like I've heard have you heard of that one song? This ain't Texas.
I listened to both of them and I was like, meh.
Yeah. I kind of like the country vibe. I don't know. Is that too?
Well, she's from Texas, right?
Yeah, she is Texas. This ain't Texas. Woo!
I'm just a pop guy.
Yeah.
But good for her. We're getting 3 powerhouse albums next month. Shakira, we're getting Beyonce, we're getting Ariana Grande. Like, who's next?
Look, the thing is like there's so many good albums coming out. I just don't want this to get eaten alive by that. What's her face? What is that new tortured poets department?
Oh, from Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because I'm like all these albums.
You really want to punch her, huh?
It's just like I feel like people focus on her just because she's a hot place, but people forget there's other artists out there.
Yes,
that's more
marinate.
Exactly. I don't know.
Let's make sure to marinate, everyone.
If I may say, I feel like the album of the year was snubbed. I love Midnights. I think that was a nice one, but I wanted Lana.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
Lana is such an underrated artist and underappreciated for sure.
Underappreciated for sure.
You're like, that's an understatement.
There you go. Don't get me wrong. Midnights was probably one of my favorites of Taylor's, but Lana, it was Lana's.
Oh, also going back to the Super Bowl, because I know Lana was there too. It almost felt like, I saw a couple clips from the event of, Taylor Swift and Lana reaching out. It looked so funny, like their interaction, because Taylor was on a higher level than Lana was at the stadium, and it looked like Taylor was like reaching down to touch like
a fan,
a peasant.
Yeah, she's like, hello.
I thought that clip was funny. It looked awkward.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that Ice Spice was just like Taylor's companion for the night.
Right.
That was random.
And literally, it's like, what is she doing there?
Blake Lively was also there, but she kind of looked like a mess.
Yeah.
Her outfit, and she's so pretty to look like that. I'm like, girl, what? It's like she came in her pajamas.
Yeah, she's like, well, just get this over with.
Dude, I was also watching on TikTok clips of how much money people have like paid just to get a seat depending on where you are sitting, of course.
Yeah.
It ranges from like this one guy, for example, said he paid for his family of five, 8,500 a ticket. Then this one person said, I spent 13,000 for this seat. And they're crappy ass seats.
Yeah.
They're like in the nosebleeds. I'm like, what the hell? How is this $13,000?
Yeah.
Like, the NFL is making buku money.
Yeah. Exactly.
Single-handedly from the Super Bowl. But of course, I believe a lot of these views are coming in for the entertainment and not so much from like
football,
the sport itself.
Yeah. People are mostly looking at the suite above than the field down below.
You kind of ate with that. Ate and left no crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we're still talking about music, and Taylor, the Billboard Woman of the Year, who everybody thought was going to be Taylor, was actually not. It was handed to Karol G, and I think that was a smart marketing tactic on Billboard's part because they initially released the photo with a shadow.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who was behind it.
Yeah.
So everybody, of course, thought it was going to be Taylor. Like,
and all the hints kind of also lead towards Taylor because it said sold out arenas, in stadiums all across the world. Released an album recently. All this stuff.
It's very vague.
Yeah, very vague, and we're like, okay,
but
just
also
say
like,
it.
Yeah, it's probably Taylor, and then lo and behold, it's Karol G, which I think she deserves it.
Good for her.
Taylor, love her, but she, she gets a lot of awards and recognitions.
Yeah,
and it's not her fault. It's just like who was voting for her. So it's society's fault.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming Taylor here because she's just making music like every other artist is. But good for Karol G. I love that it's a woman of color, and she really did good. She really did a good job with her recent album, Mañana Será Bonito. I think it's my favorite by far from her. There's just so many bangers on that album. I don't know. Have you listened to it?
No.
That's okay. But it's really good. If you ever get the chance to. It's there.
It's there.
Oh, let's talk about, I know this is already passed, but let's talk about the Oscar nominations.
Okay.
And how Barbie was snubbed.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Let's talk about it.
For sure.
Sorry, I'm just reaching for my water here. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it looked like my couch is making this weird noise. I promise I didn't fart.
So, the Oscar, well, it's been a while now. I think it's been like a couple weeks by now. Yeah. They came out with the nominees for the next Oscars. I think it's going to be mid-March. It's coming out. It's going to be the Oscars mid-March, beginning of March. Something.
Oh, wait, so it didn't happen yet?
No.
Oh.
No.
I think I'm confusing this with the Grammys.
Yeah.
Let me see when the Oscars is coming out.
It's like March 12th, if I had to guess.
Oh yeah, it's March 10th actually.
So, anyways, they released the nominees, and a lot of people gave the Oscars smack because they did not give a nomination of any kind to Miss Margot Robbie, who is the main Barbie, but other cast members such as Ken, played by Ryan Gosling, and other supporting actors and actresses got a nominee, but not Miss Margot Robbie, Miss Barbie.
That's crazy, dude.
And also the director did not get a nomination at all. Yeah.
Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, she did not.
That's crazy. I watched the movie last year, and I thought it was great. It had a really important message. Well, several messages. And Margot Robbie did an absolute amazing job. She's a talented actress. I mean, she's been in many very well-known projects, and she slayed everyone that I've watched, at least with her in it. And Greta Gerwig, she ate.
Yeah, but the Academy did not see that, unfortunately.
Well, they didn't eat. So no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Watching. I just feel like there's just too many award shows to keep up with. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's award show season. That's why.
Yeah.
Usually it's all in the beginning of the
It's
year.
all in the beginning. And thank God, because once we're past this hump, we don't have to worry about it for the next couple months.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to worry about it at all. Let me just put it that way. We don't have to really watch it, but
Yeah.
I will not be streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's talk about Squid Game. Apparently season 2 is in the works and it's gonna be released this year.
I think by late this year, we should probably expect it, which I'm excited.
Me too. I really like the first season. I know last year they tried to do some live action crap. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was giving Madam Web.
Literally.
Ah!
Try again.
At first I thought this was season 2. I'm like, what am I watching? I couldn't even get past like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What is this gaga?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, season 2 is coming out. I'm excited.
There's a lot of good films coming out this year. Season 2 of House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones spinoff is coming. I'm excited about that. We got Wicked. We got apparently Squid Game season 2. Ooh, we have Griselda that came out. Like, yeah.
A lot of hot stuff.
A lot of hot stuff. I want some hot stuff, baby. Oh, Sofia Richie's pregnant. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah. She is expecting a baby girl.
She's pretty.
Yes. I'm so happy for her and her husband. They look so happy together.
They do.
And they uploaded a video of them doing the gender reveal. And it was just so cute. Like, it was so simple. And, like, so it was just between them two and their dog. And it was just, like, very cute, their reaction. It was just very
wholesome.
Yeah, it was very wholesome. And
those kind of intimate like parties, they go off better than big gigantic ones that people of their stature throw.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was very sweet, and I think she's gonna be a great mom, and I'm happy for her.
I love that.
Yeah, so congrats, Sophie.
I know this is kind of stale tea, but I think it's still worth talking about. The beef between Nicki and Megan.
Oh yeah, that's like
so. From what I understand, Megan released a song called "Hiss," and basically, there's like a line in it that alludes to Megan's law, which is a law about how I think sex offenders have to like register in the state that they're in, and say that they're a sex offender. I'm probably not getting all the details right on that, but something along those lines. And I think we all know this, but Kenneth Petty, which is Nicki Minaj's husband, is a registered sex offender.
Yep.
I think he failed to like register in California where they were living at the time, so he got into some big legal trouble there.
Yeah.
And so I think Nicki thought that was about her, or that line was a jab at her and her family, and specifically her husband. But I don't know. I don't feel like Megan was shading her.
Yeah.
Maybe she was, but I don't know. I don't think she was.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like that. Megan is very drama. Well, she tries to be drama free, and from what I noticed, very private to herself. She's not even on social media.
Yeah.
Just like her team posting for her.
Yeah.
And that's honestly good. She's probably like in a lot better place mentally than if she would be on social media, because if you let social media do that kind of stuff to you, it's cray cray. Like, I think it's so important to like know when it's time to take a break, because you got to take a break. And for the sake of your health, it's important. But I don't think that Nicki was necessarily. I think she's just making an agenda that's not really there, and I don't think what she thinks happened is what was happening. I don't think Megan was trying to mess with her in any way. But anyway, she came out with Bigfoot, which was like the reply to Hiss, or to Megan's so-called diss, which I kind of liked. I'm problematic myself. I shouldn't like it. But it's hard because, she's a good lyricist. She is a good rapper. And so I just thought that was interesting. And, she did make some comments about Megan's dead mother. And,
yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't have gone that low. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just messy. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I think that Nicki is one to be problematic, and she has beef with a lot of people, so it's not surprising that she found beef with Megan, which is so sad because I thought they were actually like they got along with each other, but
Yeah.
I think Nicki probably looked into that too much, but I'm like, girl, I don't know, like I'm like, is there's a reason why you feel so defensive, you know what I mean?
No.
Like
What?
I love Nicki though. Like I was always a
No,
Barb, and I wanted to see her in April, but I'm like, this is embarrassing.
I know. She just all these questionable things. I'm like, oh, girl, come on.
I know, and it looks like Megan's unbothered. She's just doing her thing.
She's like, chill,
But literally,
big foot, but just a small foot.
fry.
Man.
But yeah.
All right. Well, enough about that. For our last topic for today's episode, we're going to talk about Prince Charles and his recent cancer diagnosis and the relation to Trisha Paytas' new baby. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Well, what was it? Probably like 2 weeks ago already. Buckingham found. If you go down Lakeshore Drive, you'll go over there. You'll find out yourself. I'm in Buckingham Palace. Hello.
They always have a fountain there, though. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know if it's called Buckingham Fountain, though.
Yeah. Look, so the castle announced that our beloved King Charles has cancer.
Did they say what kind?
No, I don't think so.
Let me see.
I'm not surprised. Have you seen his fingers? They're like little hot dog wieners.
No, I have not seen his fingers.
He has chubby fingers. It's because he's an inbred. I don't know if you know that. Because I think Queen Elizabeth and her prince, what's his name? Her hubby. They were basically cousins of some sort.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they were.
But they say like when you inbred that it can lead to a lot of defects genetically.
Yeah.
For the generations to come.
Yeah, look at his chubby fingers.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's why he's got Vienna sausages for fingers.
Literally. But yeah, he has cancer. They didn't say what kind.
Oh, that's what I was gonna search up.
I think he's going. They said obviously he's going undergoing treatment.
They
didn't really say like the severity of the cancer. I don't think So the reason why Trisha, most important, this is why Trisha comes in the story. If you guys didn't know, she already has a daughter named Malibu, and by around the time that Malibu was born, the queen passed away. So there is this meme going around that the queen has what's that word? They reincarnated? No. The queen basically became a new human being as Trisha's baby.
Oh, reincarnated?
Reincarnated. There you go. The queen was reincarnated to Trisha Paytas' baby, Malibu. So that was the meme during the time. And now that Trisha's actually pregnant with her second child, and now that it came out that Prince Charles has cancer, and we don't know how much longer he's going to be here, that he's going to be also reincarnated into Trisha's baby.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That connection is actually wild.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is pretty funny. If that's the case, that's lovely that the queen and the prince and the queen and the king can come back together.
I just love how people come up with that kind of stuff. But you have too much time on their hands.
Literally.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into episode 9.
Thank you.
Thank you for being patient with us. I know it's been a long time since we've been able to come back and come up with another episode here, but we're back, baby.
Yeah.
And stay tuned because we have a very special bonus video coming out.
Yes.
And we will be dropping that on February 29th.
Yes.
More details to come.
I gotta do ASMR. I'm doing ASMR. Thank you.
The things that you lied about, especially pertaining to your mom.
mother.
Don't want them out.
You don't want them out. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Please subscribe and like this video. We'll see you again soon. Until then, goodbye.
Alrighty. You heard it. You heard it from the queen herself.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye.